Alright, Abusia, Minchia na Misanso mo akwaba efawo emra media GHC. Abusia, dia Honorable Mahama Ayariga any the minority leader, Honorable Alexander NppMarkins. Abusia for media bomo enye easy away parliament. For when e kwahwe ne ekoso parliament, abusia Japan dele wo ho. Ni na fa media media budget review êxpØse Ato Forson the finance minister ebe tuja. Abusia we nama Honorable Alexander NppMarkins the minority leader waba no yi nsamo ano osehwe mo de ntro ene krono sempa na mo de di Ghanafo ni efisa mo se mo Obama enoma asesa sa mo ba ye ne ntro na mo de ahye Ghanafo chese mo di ntro de mo na ne ya bebre se Ghanafo ehu ni a eko ni amoye yina ntwagu sisi sika wagina obobbo na we billion na masa yen ye modern bo ye MPP ye modern bo ye free aban mu ni a yes adwuma ni na de agu ho nti se waba na ni ma bi te se ya masa gina ha nye dede na masa wo mmobra bia mo ba mo nya hwe abusuan we de ma mekasa wan pese ekone koti nsem a Alexander NppMarkins de atudwa chese enye easy away parliament wo ye njai no na chese on kan nsem na nsem de nya menim rekwani do bibie nsem ano chese wagu finance minister êxpØse Ato Forson. In fact, Honorable Alexander NppMarkins wagu nani ma support na nsem wa yidi apipi no chese enkofo ibaye dia NDC. In fact omomobra bia chese figures omokaka keke hwe any table so evidence say na NDC atumi aye titru efa dollar rate no yenkone nkokotie nsem a Alexander the atudwa we parliament emrasesia e how that's why media GH say enende the coniture channel so e be subscribe my notification bell for more podcast update yintie Honorable the minority leader for the MPP emrasesia
at $8.9 billion, a healthy buffer well ahead of IMF targets. The minister in mid-year review proudly announces that reserves have further risen to 11.212 billion by June 2025. What he failed to clarify was that the 8.9 billion of that was inherited from the previous administration's efforts. The new addition in the first half of 2025 was just about 2.2 billion. Significant, yes, but not miraculous, given favorable trade winds and carryover programs. Crucially, Mr. Speaker, the Bank of Ghana's heavy intervention in the forest market has played an unsustainable role in propping up the city. And this the IMF has pointed out. Yet you are quiet. Despite earlier denial, it took the IMF to reveal that the first quarter of 2025 alone, the BOG injected 1.4 billion of reserves into the market to support the city. Have you told Ghanaians this? Was this included in your media report? This kind of artificial support, effectively using scarce reserves to boost the city, can only be a short-term strategy. Indeed, the IMF has cautioned our government about the sustainability of this approach, urging that we reduce BOG's footprint and allow greater exchange rate flexibility going forward. On the ground, many importers and businesses will tell you a sobering truth. While the official interbank rate has shown a strong cedi, dollars have become scarce in the open market. A wide arbitrage has emerged. The cedi appears stronger on paper, but it is difficult for businesses to actually obtain forex at those rates. As one of my colleagues, Mr. Speaker, aptly put it, cedi no apeke, but abochi has a dollar. The point is that the real economic strength comes from a currency's purchasing power, not just the exchange rate on a given day. This government must hear this. Mr. Speaker, in contrast, consider the currency stability under the MPP's first term. That's 2017 to 2019. During the period, the city's annual depreciation averaged around 8 to 10%. A remarkably stable performance compared to the 18 to 30% annual slides seen in the previous NDC era of 2012 to 2016. There were even stretches where the cedi was one of Africa's more stable currencies under Akufo-Addo's administration. We achieved this through disciplined fiscal management and innovative schemes like forex auctions and improved exports. It was only when external crisis hit that the cedi wobbled, and when they did, NPP was innovative. Mr. Speaker, now let me turn to their so-called 24-hour economy. They claim that they have introduced something they call 24-hour economy. They've touted it as a transformational plan to run Ghana's economy around the clock, spanning 8 pillars from Grow 24 to Connect 24. On paper, it promises 1.7 million jobs in 4 years and a productivity reboot. However, Mr. Speaker, this rhetoric of a nation that Ghana never sleeps collides with Ghana's own on-ground realities. Few African cities truly operate 24/7, and Accra is nowhere near a New York or Dubai. What we expect is for the government to make investment in the private sector, but there are no such signs. All they know is to focus in promoting galamsey. Tripling daily operating hours in key sectors sounds impressive, but visibility is questionable. Ghana's economy cannot be willed into 24-hour cycle by slogan. It requires concrete capacity that currently seems lacking. There is a lack that this grand vision remains largely rhetorical, with little change on the factory floor or the farm gate beyond normal business hours. A glaring weakness of this 24-hour economy program is its heavy reliance on financing that may never fully materialize. The initiative cost is pegged at around $4 billion. Yet government is only committing $300 to $400 million as seed capital. The rest is expected from the private sector, a lofty assumption in Ghana's current climate. But I dare ask, what are the incentives for the private sector? A situation where instead of creating jobs, you are sacking our youth from having their jobs. Then you say you are creating jobs. What foundation are you mounting this vision on? Mr. Speaker, this country must not be subjected to PR gimmicks and political rhetorics. We want action, and the NDC must know that the clock is ticking. We do not have time. Your 4 years, almost 7 months gone. Time is not on your side. Do something before the people boot you out. Mr. Speaker, even if money is found, implementation bottlenecks abound. A 24-hour economy needs reliable 24-hour power supply. Do we have a reliable power supply? Since you came, doomsday is what we see. The minority has suggested to this government that pursue reforms at ECG. Reforms were started. Pursue, and we will support you. What you are instead doing is coming out with new levies, because that is a convenient way. We want to tell you that if you are serious about this 24-hour economy, your duty is to undertake reforms and focus on agriculture. What you are doing will take you nowhere. You cannot continue to impose levies. At ECG, you started with 14% and then ended with another 2.7%. Then you came with another doomsday levy, all in an attempt to resolve the crisis. Yet, the key thing to pursue, which is a reform, you have abandoned it. Are you serious, or you are still in rhetorics? Mr. Speaker, now they claim a certain big push, and they have selected certain roads that they claim that these roads will be constructed. Mr. Speaker, we wish them well. However uneven we found these to be, at least we want to give you the chance. Let's see how you roll them out in the next 6 months. Mr. Speaker, we call on the NDC to acknowledge the investment that were made in the educational sector. Happily, Dr. Educhum is in this chamber. The investment made by he and Matthew Opoku Prempeh as sector ministers. Mr. Speaker, in the education ministry, not only did we roll out the free SHS, we also, Mr. Speaker, came up with a TVET, make sure that the TVET was free, and also introduced the STEM program. Mr. Speaker, you may have to. Mr. Speaker, today.
Honourable member, just address the chair.
Very well. Mr. Speaker, to date, over 3.1 million Ghanaian students have benefited from the free SHS. They've gained access to education, a thing that many Ghanaian youth never dreamed of. Mr. Speaker, the NPP must be commended. Mr. Speaker, we would want to conclude by urging the NDC. You have an opportunity to govern. Focus on governance. Create a Ghana that is an opportunity for all. Stop hounding the Chief Justice. Stop politicizing the judiciary. Focus on a Ghana that will be attractive for all. Focus on a Ghana that all of us will be proud to be citizens of. Do not think that the power you have will last forever. The power you have is left with 3.5 years. Mr. Speaker, we have had our chance. We've made our mistakes. We have come out with chalk successes. And we admit that we couldn't have been perfect. But the expectation is that you who said you could do it better, can do it better for all to see. Mr. Speaker, that said, and without more, I would want to thank you for the opportunity granted me. And may God bless our homeland, Ghana. Thank you.
Honourable Minority Leader, thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Right Honourable Speaker. And let me also thank my colleague, the Minority Leader, for his remarks on the mid-year budget, mid-year review of the budget statement that was presented to this House. The motion before this House is that this Honourable House approves the mid-year review of the budget statement and economic policy of the Government of Ghana for the 2025 financial year. Mr. Speaker, I have spent some time in the chamber and listened to the debate by colleagues on both sides of the aisle, and I must say that I have been impressed by the industry and the research that especially our new entrants to the chamber have put into their preparation for the debate. I highly commend our first-timers and their contributions. Mr. Speaker, we have just listened to my colleague, the Minority Leader, and I think that as he spoke, I recalled our days in this chamber with he and Chairman Sabonsu as majority leaders. Indeed, the beginning and the end of Ghana's economic problems was in Ukraine. I am tempted to believe that the NPP as a party and a government has benefited more from the Ukraine war than even the Russians who started it. I won't be surprised if Ukraine sues NPP, because the NPP has overexploited the war. Mr. Speaker, as I listened to the minority leader, I recall vividly sitting on this side and over 88 members of parliament on the NPP side in government petitioning and indeed threatening to leave this house because they wanted their very failed finance minister dismissed. Their finance minister had performed so abysmally that over 88 of them marshaled their numbers and wanted the finance minister deposed. And I am surprised today to hear the minority leader attempt to obliterate that record from our history. I hereby remind you, which finance minister? You are boasting of social intervention programs. Ken Ofori-Atta capped every single social intervention fund in this country. Get Fund was capped, Common Fund was capped, NHIA was capped, every social intervention was capped. Road Fund was capped. Mr. Speaker, it is not a question of who started a social intervention program. The question is who most efficiently